He says, I'm the only one practicing in my family and I'm trying to push Sharia inside my own family and I'm doing a good job, inshallah. However, I find it difficult to convince my children. And I don't know what's the most appropriate way to convince my children not to practice birthdays. Especially my parents, my siblings may congratulate them, may send them gifts, may try to throw a party, which I totally disagree with. Akhi, this requires a lecture. And a couple of weeks ago, I did a lecture for one of the Islamic centers in Holland, and it was about how does a Muslim practice his religion in the West, in non-Muslim countries. So it's on my YouTube, you can find it there, inshallah, and it should be beneficial. In a nutshell, all the disbelieving countries have one target, one objective in mind, and that is to get you out of your religion. As Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned in the Quran in many places. So we don't have to establish this because this is already an established fact. Now, their severity of such attempts differ from one country to the other. Nevertheless, their main objective is to strip you out of your Islamic identity. And this is obvious. When they fight the hijab, when they fight anything that seems to indicate that you're a Muslim, when they force co-education and prohibit segregation, when they fight any teachings of Islam, even in masjids, in your own houses of worship, they come and confiscate it and close the masjid and do whatever they want with the imam. Why? Because he's teaching the Quran or the Sunnah. And this is blatant enmity and hatred to Islam. This is a well-known fact. So what to do? Your number one priority is to instill and insert and implant in your children's heart the Muslim identity. We are different. We're not like them. We're Muslims. We worship one Lord. We believe in Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. We have our honor. We have our dress code. We have our set of rules that we embrace and implement in our lives. When they know that they're different, when they sense that they're different, they would refrain from being melted in the same melting pot. They'll have their own identity and they'll be proud of being Muslims. They fast when everybody's eating and drinking. They halt whatever they're doing to go and offer the prayer and come back. And people identify them due to their identity. When you succeed in doing this, when you tell them that birthdays is not part of our culture, it's part of the disbelievers' culture and way of life, it makes things much easier and more closer to their common sense. They relate to it because, okay, so if it's against my religion, I'm fine with that. Unlike when they are with everybody else. Everybody else is celebrating it. Why not us? Why don't we have a cake? Why don't we have candles? Why don't we have happy birthday to you? Now they can relate to this and understand.